Whenever you guys mention me, I get pinged.
I'm sure you do.
I'm not even kidding.
About you again.
I'm getting my friends from SNY, my friends from the Giants, the Jets, all over are always telling me you guys mention
your show, like I always say to people, when you started Good Morning Football to when you left, it's a different show. Shows evolve.
Yeah.
You got to find like your sweet spot and the relationships on the air, and the NFL's got to give you more leeway to do some stuff. You started off as the show, as I remember it. You're sitting around a table, 3-4 people. Let's talk football. By the end, you're doing bits.
Yeah.
Your hair's up and down. The attire changed.
Pandemic.
It was different.
Pandemic changed that a lot.
It did.
Because I think when you have something that you sort of control as a company, like the NFL, and then it's the pandemic in your home, nobody can tell you what to wear. Nobody can tell you what to do with your hair, what to do with whatever, or any of that. But you find your way. Things evolve, and that's what's fun about building a show. Like that was a show we would throw a millions. There are segments that we did that it would be embarrassing to go, and things that we built and tried to make happen that we did once and never did again.
Right. Oops.
And that's what's fun about. I mean, just you guys have that same sort of freedom here on this show. You try little things, or bits that work or don't work, and we do the same thing. The thing that sucks about this is I move. I'm here for 10 years.
Right.
Giants, Jets, nothing can happen. I'm moving.
Now look what happens.
And now look at this. But then I come back to town, and what happened on Sunday?
That's all right. You
That's
brought
it.
back the cloud of New York football.
I know.
Maybe it's you.
I think it
Have
is
you
me.
ever- Now, are you from here?
No, I'm from Chicago, but I'm going to the Knicks game tonight. We all just, I was told I got to.
hold on, let's all say this.
Am I
Say-
booing Trae Young tonight?
You have to chant
No,
F
yes.
Trae Young. That's what Knick fans do.
I have to do what?
Yeah,
They
but
chant
hold on a
F
second.
Trae Young.
I don't know if I can do that.
I'm just saying that's what they do.
I got a problem. All right. So you fly into town on Saturday, right?
Saturday, yes.
All right. Now you listen. You know people. You met people, players, executives. You're well connected. I acknowledge that. Saturday Night Live on Saturday. Even though the show sucks now, it's not funny. Still, that's like Evan. I'm not kidding. There's maybe 50 tickets. You can't get a ticket to SNL.
Right.
I got a
goes to
ticket.
SNL.
Aaron Judge and Travis Kelce were also there.
Okay, that's right.
With me, they got tickets.
Aaron Judge, okay? She's going to the Knicks game tonight. She's sitting courtside.
Are you? Are you
I
getting the
didn't say
courtside
that. I
treatment?
didn't say that.
She's on the Jumbotron
Oh, that's
tonight,
right.
sitting courtside.
You're getting the big screen
I know
treatment
what's
tonight.
up.
Carton gets the same treatment
I
as
do,
ours.
but
I credit
too old now
FanDuel.
for it.
I credit FanDuel, our
Now,
partnership for all this.
who do you bring with you?
To the game?
Do you take a date to the game?
I'm taking a date to
Am
the
I allowed
game.
to ask if you're dating
So
someone I
let
know?
me tell you this. I'm getting taken as a date. I'm not
Really?
taking someone, yeah.
Who's taking you as a date?
I'm telling you, Carton.
If I say that
I
you
know
get-
we're family, but this is like an awkward Thanksgiving conversation all of a sudden.
All right, who's taking you? Because I'm going to find out. I'm going to
Well,
see
if
it.
they put you on the big screen, then everyone's going to know.
You won't, then you'll have to
All right, let me just ask.
tune in tonight. MSG.
Is it a well-known person?
A well-known, a very
Yes.
successful, wonderful human. Yes.
I'm sure he's a great guy.
He
Assuming
is.
it's a man.
He's the best. It's a man. Yes, yes, yes.
All right. But is he like famous? Like, is he an athlete? Is he involved in sports?
He's not an athlete. He is sort of involved in sports. Sure, he's a big sports fan.
He's a big. Does he know Carton and Roberts?
I'm sure he's listening
He's
to me
listening
right now.
going, you better not say my name. Did he date one of the Olsen twins?
He did not, in
So
fact,
he's
date
not
one of the
65 years old, so you're good.
He's
You're good.
I got no way to answer that question. So I'm doing that, and I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm going to all my old, I got to get my Joe slice at some point. I haven't gotten that.
You're
My
getting
Joe
all the
slice.
New York City traditions.
I just
SNL,
miss
a
it.
Knicks game.
I want to move back.
Yeah, but
listen, New York's the best. I agree with you.
Yeah, but Evan, here you have to see what's happening. She got a big raise, well-deserved.
Thank you.
And rather than get up at 2:30 in the morning for a 4 a.m. producer's call, she's getting up at about 9:30, strolling in with a cup of Joe. What's on the
Wow.
show today, guys?
Who's
Hair
your
and makeup
insider?
at 10:30, 11 a.m. Great done at noon. She's in Santa Monica on the pier, hanging out by 2:30. Life is effing good.
Oh my gosh, you're not wrong. It's very interesting.
I know what it's like.
But it's super fun, and you're going from a 3-hour show to a 1-hour show, and like I can sort of do, whatever I want, which is
And
super
I
fun.
should mention, listen, it's FanDuel TV, but your show, is not gambling or gambling only. You touch on
Yeah.
it, but if you do an interview with DK Metcalf, You're talking football with DK Metcalf, right? So
no
people
sports
should know
betting
that.
at all. It's content,
Right.
you know. And I think people thought when I went to FanDuel, oh, she's doing sports betting. I know very little about sports betting.
Right.
I'm very curious about it. I do think it's the future of our game. I think I know FanDuel is the industry leader. They're number one. They want to do it the right way. It's very important for me to be, if we can just get serious for a minute, on the right side of this as the two merge and will exist together. There's a credibility issue. There's a responsible gaming aspect, which I know you're a part of with FanDuel, which we love. And I think it's super important to be, and I'm not afraid to be the first person or one of the first people to go and join a FanDuel TV network that wants to be on the right side of it and wants to provide content. And that's what I told them I do. Now, have I dabbled a little bit with putting some parlays together? Sure, it's fun, but I don't want anybody to lose any money or anything. I just want it to be fun, and I'm really learning about it. I don't know what a bad beat was or anything.
You're a big fantasy player, right?
Yes. So I'm
that's
naturally.
where I think I watched you on DirecTV.
Yes. Oh my gosh, forever ago.
Listen, I've had DirecTV forever,
He
so
wasn't watching for your fantasy picks.
I actually was. And too bad it didn't help me. I still haven't won. But is that your first love when it comes to football?
I think I'm naturally competitive, and I launched SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio on SiriusXM with Steve Cohen over there.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Steve Cohen and Matt Deutsch. So I did a show there, and I was like the token girl on a great show, and I just sort of became obsessed with fantasy football and then fantasy baseball. And
did Steve beg you to do weather reports on that show?
He did not, but I was like reading the Facebook comments back in 2013, like, hey guys, what do you think of this?
Now, let me ask you an awkward question.
Oh boy.
As you
another
know,
one or
you
another?
you read stuff. You know what people say about you.
Oh no.
You're on the NFL Network. How often would NFL players try to slide into a DM?
Do you want to like read my DMs on the air?
Sure.
Kurt's like, boom, let's go.
I mean, if you're offering, I got nothing else to do for the next 3 hours. I imagine it probably happened a lot.
It happened a lot.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, what is a lot? I don't know. I don't want to.
Okay, so I get none. Evan gets people with foot fetishes.
So do I.
All right.
I get more foot fetish than anything.
By the way, I found out that you can make $1 million a year just taking pictures of your feet. Nothing else.
Right.
Just pictures of your bare feet in the sand, in a pool, in the shower.
Yeah.
People pay mad money for that.
It's true. And if this FanDuel thing doesn't work out, I'm headed right to feetfinder.com.
It's an option.
And
Like,
I'm
you have
looking,
ugly feet, or
I'm
your
looking-
feet you think representative enough to make some dough doing that?
I think no one cares. I think there's so many. There's somebody out there will love my feet
That's
based
the
on
key.
based on my DMs. I will say, if I'm posting anything on Instagram, I crop my feet out every
You do.
time because I think it's very creepy
Wait, what
to
are
get.
people saying in your DMs about you?
Look at
man.
your toes. You
Yeah.
never saw the movie She's Out of Your League?
I have. Actually.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Remember, she's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
No.
The guy's working at the airport, right? He's like a baggage handler. And she's this gorgeous model-esque type of blonde gal. And she falls for this guy. Great. By the way, it's a hysterical movie.
Oh, it's a good movie. Yeah.
And she goes, I'm kind of ashamed. I don't want to show you something about my body that I'm really, insecure
She has
about.
ugly feet.
Dude, and she's like beautiful model. I forget the actress's name. You can look it up. And
Tommy.
her thing is she's got webbed toes.
Right.
But I promise you, she could make $2 million
she'd make
a
a
year.
fortune off of
She
that.
could make $2 million a year, like taking a picture of like
Right?
birthday cake, her holding a birthday cake with her
Yes.
feet, because that's what happens to
Right.
these people. Yeah.
So do you interact now with Beetle and that crew, or are they doing it from San Antonio, or just kind of
They're
like a
all
Zoomy
doing
thing?
it on Skype. So that's the NBA show on FanDuel TV, which we're really excited about. And there's more programming coming, of course. But it's Beetle and it's Chandler Parsons and it's Shams, who was on my show today. So Shams was the one who told me, like, you're going to be sitting there and you have to boo or not boo Trey.
You do. You have to boom.
I do. Tell me more about this.
You lived in New York for a decade.
Yeah.
So even though you're from Chicago, you're kind of like a pseudo
I've been to
New
one
Yorker.
Knicks game in my life.
That's fine. That doesn't even matter.
But are you a basketball fan?
No.
You're,
No.
you're
Did you grow up as a Bulls fan at all?
Of course. So
You're
like, you want to
sitting
talk like Luke
courtside.
Longley? You want to talk a little Croatian sensation? Tony Kukoc, I'm your girl.
You're sitting courtside.
Yeah, like is
Madison
Patrick Ewing
Square
still
Garden.
around? Because that's the guy I know. Patrick Ewing still balling out there.
He doesn't get to sit courtside.
Okay.
You're sitting courtside.
I don't know if I am.
Trey Young misses a shot. We expect you up out of your seat cheering for the Knicks.
Okay, cheering for the Knicks.
I think you should get like a Linsanity jersey.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
I
Don't
think
listen.
you-
Don't listen to him. Trust me.
Can I cheer for the Knicks but also not boo him?
Yes, that is acceptable. Yes, that is acceptable. I'll shake on it. There you
Thank
go.
you.
Now this the guy that's well, you're kind of taking the guy, but he
No,
asked
I'm
you
not.
out.
she said he's bringing her.
I don't know where
FanDuel got
I'm
you the
sitting. No,
tickets.
I was joking.
Oh, gotcha. So
But
the
FanDuel
guy,
should get me the tickets. Let that be known.
That's right. So the guy got you tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Now, have you gone out with him before?
Yes.
Oh, so this might be a guy that you like?
This is a big guy that I love very much.
Oh,
yes.
are you engaged?
No, I'm not engaged.
Oh.
Why does it have to jump
Maybe
from that
it
to
happens
engaged?
at Madison Square Garden tonight. Ever think about that?
Can you imagine Kay Adams gets proposed to at the Garden
What would your
tonight?
reaction? Would that be
Do
not
you
the
see
place
my
to do
face?
Maybe that's why he invited you.
That would be my face.
Huh?
It's not
My face would be. I would.
not a happy face.
I don't even think I'd have to say no. My face would just speak for me, and I would leave and exit
You're
the
like,
student's
I
place.
used to love you so much.
There's nothing more cringy than an
every time I
in-stadium
see
proposal.
it, I think to
Nothing.
myself, who would be okay with this? And I'm a diehard sports fan. I would
No.
never consider
You know
it.
the, you know
Even
the
the-
best one now, though?
What?
And they're all staged now, obviously. But the best one that's staged now, I think it started at a Sixer game. You know, they do the kiss cam?
Yeah.
So they'll put a couple up there. You kiss your wife, girlfriend, what have you, right? So there's the way it works is girl, empty seat, guy.
Yeah.
Kiss cam goes on them. They
Right.
kind of look at each other like, oh, the kiss cam's on us. I'll give you a little peck, right? But he goes in and it's a kiss on the lips.
Okay.
All right? And no one knows anything. Then 30 seconds later, the camera goes back to them.
And there's a wife or
and
husband.
the guy is now coming back to take the empty seat. And the cam's on him. So she kisses him. And he puts his arm around her. So now the 17,000 other people are like, wait a minute. She just made out with the guy to your right.
Yeah.
And it's all scam and setup now, but it works every single time. It's awesome.
And everyone loves it.
Yeah, so-
That's what the world's come to here in 2022.
if your
Evan.
guy friend goes to the bathroom and they do
I
the
don't
kiss
have,
cam,
he's my boyfriend.
just make out with the other guy.
Okay, make out. So that's what I have to do tonight.
All right,
That
so
sounds
this is
good.
your actual boyfriend.
Yes,
All right, I apologize.
it is my
I
boyfriend.
apologize.
No, it's great.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Is this a
Carton, I
bi-coastal
appreciate it.
relationship?
It's not. It's now an LA relationship.
Oh,
Yes.
L.A.
What are you taking? Yes, I would like to know
shot.
who you think I would date.
All
You're
right,
insane.
okay.
All right, yeah,
I'm
hit
gonna
me. Hit me
work
with
it
a
out.
go.
All right. You're not going to, how old are you? Do you want me to ask
No,
you?
and it's 36.
36. Okay, 36 years old. All right. I think your age limit is about 50.
Okay.
Maybe if you had like an immature, young 55-year-old, I could see that possibly a guy in good shape who's not like a slob. I could see that could happen.
Okay.
He's involved in sports. He probably played college ball at some level,
Oh, man.
but wasn't good enough
Is
to
he
quite
nailing
make
this right
it
now, by the way?
to the
Oh, okay,
pros.
But I kind of like that he thinks he is.
You're probably not going to date an active NBA player because they're not faithful and they would date you and everyone else you know.
Right.
And that wouldn't be a good look for you emotionally or professionally. I'm going to take a guess. He was a quarterback who went into the Goldman Sachs side of things. You're dating Mike Glennon.
Am I? No, Mike Glennon?
That's who you come up with.
Out of all the names, that's what you went with?
I don't know.
A guy who we
His name.
said on the air last
what?
year was the ugliest quarterback in the history of the
We
NFL.
did?
I'm going to
Yes.
say,
Oh, take that back.
don't talk about my boyfriend like that, Evan Roberts. Don't you
apologize.
dare blaspheme my
By the-
man
by the
like
way,
that.
there is a
no
guy-
disrespect to Mike Glennon. We love Mike Glennon.
There is a guy available now.
Who's available?
There's a guy. Now, he does come with some baggage.
Okay.
And he's got children.
You don't see this
Who?
coming?
From multiple
you?
women.
You don't hear this coming?
you?
No, it's not me.
No,
Who
he's
is
only
it?
got one wife.
I was going to say, I'm seeing the ring, so it's not you two. Who?
It's not me.
He's got 7 rings.
Oh, Tom.
there it
People
is.
are dating. I don't know. I can't wait to see who he dates.
Do you know him? Have you ever met him before?
Yeah, many times.
Good dude, right?
Yes.
He and I get lentil soup from the same place down
Do
in Tribeca.
you? Yes, of course. He's always
Yeah.
at that Whole Foods on
He's
down
at
in
Whole Foods. There's a
Tribeca.
place called Greco, which used to be the Greek.
Don't
And,
tell people where
what?
the man gets his lentils. The goat can get his
Oh.
lentil soup quietly.
I
Don't air that
apologize.
out.
He doesn't go there ever.
Yeah, don't
but
do
the lentil
that.
soup there is ridiculous.
Who do you think he dates next? Since you're so good at
Well,
this, since you
you
called
know,
me and Mike Glennon.
I think he gets back together. I hope he gets back together for the kids' sake. But if they don't, because I think divorce is a bad thing and all that stuff, and I wish it didn't play out publicly. That being said, I know what he should do.
Okay, what?
This like I'm just saying, like you're Tom Brady.
Okay.
At some point, you're gonna be caught canoodling at a New York or Miami or Tampa restaurant outside. Someone's gonna take your picture,
Right.
And it's gonna be a story. So it's important who you're with.
Natalie Portman.
No, please, come on.
All right.
Beautiful woman.
I was
but
going to
no.
say, what do you think it's Natalie Portman?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Kyrie hates her.
Okay.
Here's the deal.
Oh, my God.
Okay, here's the deal. I think it's so obvious. I can't believe you didn't come up with this. This should be a topic on your show.
Kim?
In my opinion. No,
Kim.
No. Please. You want a disease? All right, here's the deal. I take that back. She's a lovely gal. I know nothing about diseases.
boy.
Here's the deal. She's too much for me. I couldn't handle Kim. It's too much.
This isn't about you, Carton. It's
You're
about
right.
Tom Brady.
What I'm saying, I'm thinking as Tom Brady, I want to do
He
a
likes to
solid.
think he is Tom Brady.
I
Sometimes.
think it's so obvious who the woman should be.
Who?
Emily Ratajkowski.
Okay.
It's a no-brainer.
She was seen with Leo, former ex of Giselle.
Yes. Now, let me tell you a quick story about that. So, when Leo and Giselle broke up, Leo...
I knew this is exactly what we'd be talking about
Listen
today.
to this.
I literally
this is a
knew
true
this.
story,
Okay.
all right? And we have mutual friends.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that. So, Leo now is a big football fan, loves the NFL.
Right.
Knew nothing about the NFL when he was dating Giselle, which is a long time ago, obviously. He breaks up with Giselle. Shortly after that, she gets connected to Tom Brady, and it becomes, like Page Six Fair. Giselle's now dating at the time the great Tom Brady. Leo goes to his buddies who are sports fans and says, just tell me if he's good or not. They go, what do you mean? They're like, well, we broke up.
Right.
If she's with some kind of schlub, it's a bad look.
Wow.
Like, we broke up and now she's dating Mike Glennon. You know what I mean? Right?
Poor
And
Mike
they
Glennon
Oh,
today.
what are you saying about me? What are you saying about me?
So all they said to him was, he's like the greatest quarterback of all time. And Leo goes, thank God. I'm so happy for her.
That interesting way to
and
think.
now he's become a big NFL fan.
Okay, and who does he like?
You know the story about him and Matthew Stafford or no?
No.
Okay.
Oh, Carton, I'm getting such
All
an
right.
education here today.
Matthew Stafford and Matt Ryan and their wives are
Very close,
vacationing in
yes.
the Bahamas.
That I know.
Very close couple, right? They're in the Bahamas, and the guy that owns this resort says, my treat, I'd like to have you guys to like the chef's table dinner at my restaurant. They, of course, say yes, and they get to the dinner, and there are 2 empty seats at the table. They don't know who's coming. They figure maybe the owner got a friend, wife, whatever it is, all right? About 20 minutes into it, they're a few drinks in, Leonardo DiCaprio comes with whatever Victoria's Secret model he's dating at the time. I forget who it was, but you guys can maybe remind me, okay? And now it's like, oh my God, it's Leonardo DiCaprio and a very famous Victoria's Secret model. I apologize for blocking on the name. So Kelly Stafford and Matt Ryan's wife, who I don't know, they're like, oh my God, it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right.
So he has no idea who they are. So they kind of have this awkward introduction. Well, I kind of play football. He plays football. Blah, blah, blah. And he goes, great. He goes, tomorrow morning, beach volleyball. And they're like, yeah, this would be great. We get to play beach volleyball with Leonardo
Of
DiCaprio.
course.
So they think he's BSing, though, because he's Leo. So at 8 o'clock in the morning, there's a knock on their cottage door. It's a guy that works at the property going, dude, Leo's at the beach waiting for you. What's going on? So they all go out to the beach. They go to play beach volleyball. And Matthew Stafford has a chance to spike the ball to win the point. And he hits the ball, and it hits maybe Nina Agdal, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, Nina Agdal
Right.
hits her dead in the face.
Yeah.
Bloody nose.
Isn't that what happens in Meet the Fockers? Did you just make that up?
Very similar story.
Carton, you literally just made that
no,
up.
I didn't. Listen, do you know
Like-
Kelly Stafford?
Sometimes I can't tell the difference between
what's
the
the
made
Twitter
up.
handle for the show? Please tweet us if you know.
Listen.
If you
No, it's
agree
totally a
with
true
me
story. So then
that-
Robert De Niro is there.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, fine.
And then
fine.
Ben Stiller said, like, what are we talking about here?
Will you, Tommy, call Kelly up, please, real quick. You'll
We're
see.
calling Kelly
Yeah.
Stafford?
Call
Oh,
Kelly
geez.
Stafford up real quick.
Okay.
This story, I'm telling you, that's what happened.
So he breaks Nina Agdal's
I can't say he broke the nose,
Okay.
but blood everywhere.
blood everywhere.
Yeah, that's my story.
That's a, and you deliver it with such a smile.
It's such a great story. Because, like, if
Yeah.
you're Matthew Stafford or Matt Ryan, wherever
What do you do?
go, people, you're like, oh, they kiss your ass to know who you are. Here's a guy that's more famous than both of you
Right.
who has no idea who you are.
Right.
I just like that story. It
I
humbles
like
them.
it too. Does Leo end up on a date or spotted somewhere with Giselle in the next year?
I have no idea.
Oh, that could totally happen because look what happened with J-Lo. She ends up back with a guy she
Yeah.
used to
Good
be
point.
with.
Yeah, but there's a problem.
Ben Affleck.
The age thing.
The age.
But
he
isn't
doesn't
it a
date girls past 25, so
but
it's a
isn't
wrap.
it a good look for him if he does, and if there was one that he should, that would be good PR for him. If we
but I
look at it
think-
And
from
it's
a,
the ultimate. He lost her
just
to the GOAT.
saying. Well, he
now-
didn't lose her to the GOAT. He was
The
done.
loser was done, but now brings her back.
Yeah.
I think
it's
it's a
all
ba-
going to be PR for the two of them
I think
the
it's
next
a bad
2
look
years.
for her.
Plus, isn't there a point where Leo stops dating women that are just under 25?
It would just be a good look for him in 2022 to be seen with someone
Yes.
that's got their.
I think that's what happens.
Did you just
I
say?
agree.
Look at this.
Did you just say? Let me just get this right.
Yeah.
Did you just say that Leonardo should start dating women over
No,
25?
I'm saying at some point, doesn't he start to?
Carton's like, why?
like,
what?
like,
What are
When
you
he's
talking about?
70s, he's still dating 24
Yeah,
years.
because they'll date him.
He's not wrong.
Right?
He's not. I
Tony
mean-
Randall was 80. He married like a 19-year-old. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, her name is Kay Adams.
That's me.
How come you never booked me and Evan on your show?
Why don't you? What do you mean?
On Good Morning Football.
She booked
I
me
didn't
and
book-
Joe on the show
yeah,
once.
Joe came
Oh,
on.
that explains
True
that.
story.
Sam Darnold had mono,
Yes.
and then he came. What random Jets jersey was he wearing?
Oh, Bingo?
Yeah,
Oh, my, I
some
can't
info.
Wait,
even.
hold on. He went to Good Morning Football
Yes.
Yes.
and wore a jersey
Yes.
on the show?
A Jet jersey, yes.
Oh, give me such a.
I don't. He had so many Jet jerseys, I couldn't even
No,
tell
it
you.
was such
Tell
a
me old
random.
school, like
it was
a Gastineau jersey or
no,
something
it wasn't
like that.
Gastineau. It wasn't Corbett. It wasn't.
Was
it
it
was,
Don Maynard? Because it could have
Yes.
been him. Was it?
I might have been him. It literally might have been that one.
Yeah.
I'll have to look.
Yeah.
But you guys came on. You were wonderful.
Yeah, we just ripped the Jets for 10 minutes. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the
Very
whole
cathartic.
Sam Darnold thing.
Next
Now we can
time
rip
in
the
it-
Jets again.
Yeah, well, we're going to. Trust me, it's getting very close. There's no doubt. They're going to get blown out this week by Buffalo. They go into the bye week, and then they play New England for their season. And we know how that goes.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm ever out in LA, I'll definitely stop by and say.
You were invited anytime you want to come on.
I know.
You guys promised you'll both come on.
If I'm in LA, I'm in for sure. 100%. My
But
pleasure.
here, no.
Well, you do the show in LA.
Yeah, why? Yeah, I know, but I'm doing the show here tomorrow. Why don't you put your money? Come on. Why
What's
don't you?
up?
Because he's busy, that's
What?
why.
I'll do it tomorrow morning at 11?
Yeah.
Done.
Oh.
All
You
right.
just looked over and was like, oh boy.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Where do you film tomorrow?
Hey Tommy, you think he shows up tomorrow?
I'll do it.
34th Street.
All right, so
34th and
I'm on
5th.
54th and 10th.
Great.
My show ends at 9:30.
Great.
I'll swing right over to 34th.
Oh my gosh, Carton, this
Done.
is what a dream.
I'll
What an
do
absolute
it.
dream.
Yeah, but I like because you'll be asking me
Evan.
questions.
I know, now you
don't
put him
know
on
about
the
that.
spot.
Yeah,
don't
I
know
will.
about
No, I
that.
will. I
So,
like that.
how much blackjack did you play?
No.
All good. Listen, it's Up and Adams. It airs every weekday morning at 11 a.m. It also will be posted on YouTube same day. And if you want to see some good content and interesting interviews, it's not just straight sports. It's not just gambling. It's just cool, entertaining content. It's Kay Adams. And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much for
I hope
having
it's a
me.
big
Thank you for
success.
And I'll
in.
see you tomorrow.
Damn it.
Yep. See you tomorrow.
I guess I'll. Well, all right. So all fair. You tell me where I gotta go, and I will see you
We'll
tomorrow.
send a car for you.
A car! I like when they
Can't say
send
no to
cars.
that.
We'll send a
Where,
car for
you
you.
film over at the Garden? Where are you filming?
No, we're filming. Oh, we're filming in quite a loft. Don't be afraid. It's got a little
Is it a real
silence,
TV studio?
a real Silence of the Lamb vibe to it, but it's very New York loft on 5th and 34th that we rented for the week.
Oh, that's interesting. 'cause
You're gonna love it.
I used to be in an underground card game right over there, so I know exactly where you are.
It's probably Gary's loft, which is where I'm doing
it's
it.
not Gary's loft.
Question for you.
Yeah.
What's your 11 a.m. food of choice in New York? We'll have
No,
it for
no,
you.
I'm good. I'm good.
Are
I'm
you
low
sure?
maintenance, dude. I am Mr. Low Maintenance.
All right.
For real, for real.
I'll boo for Trae Young for you now.
You boo for Trey
I'll do that,
tonight,
and then-
I will come by tomorrow morning at 11.
and I'll grill you about your love life.
No problem. I've been
It'll be
married for
great.
23 years.
Great.
and
I
I'm
can't wait to
very-
dig into
very
that
lucky
tomorrow.
guy.
A lot
There you
of,
go.
yeah, Frost Nixon tomorrow on Up and Adams, 11 a.m. Eastern.
All right, check
Thanks,
out
guys.
Kay Adams online and on YouTube. We'll take a quick break. We'll get back at it with your calls. Don't forget, it's Wag Wednesday later today at 5 o'clock right here on The Fan.